Ebusama acquired by and found Bragan and Sam TVGH. Make sure like, comment, subscribing, turn your notification also so that anytime you post a video, be say we are Busam Bekebi. Ebusia, one of the things are NDC. More about must say a company a year on prior to election 2024, and they say former CJI Mami Gertrude Tokono was a compromise. NDC pushed that narrative and did everything within their power to ensure, say, that narrative no got into the minds of Ghanaians. I remember Kra say, Chairman Asiedu Nketia, when NDC came into power, granted an interview on Joy News. Now, that interview, mono, Oka say, no matter what is going to happen now, Chief Justice Gertrude Nobekofi. Now, on Kraka said, the kind of say, on him there, Chief Justice Nukra, a chamber office on him now. Watch it. Now, we were thinking, said, those were empty threats. And so, look, it has never happened before in the history of the Fourth Republic that a sitting president would trigger the removal of a sitting Chief Justice. Never ever happened before. And in fact, people didn't even know that there were laws that were going to back this act and NDC4 had carefully planned. Now, to the amazement of all of us, it came to pass, say, Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono was removed from office. Now, a brand new Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono Wahono, NDC4 nicknamed her MPP, mother of MPP or MPP women organizer. That is how NDC people nicknamed Mami Gertrude Tokono Araba. Now, she is off the scene, and then we get a new Chief Justice. And we are told that this is a very, very experienced man who has built a career for himself. Judicial remote from circuit court to high court to appeal court to Supreme Court, and now a Chief Justice. And we were expecting a lot of legal reforms, judicial reforms, under this Chief Justice. But what is happening right now? It leaves a lot to desire. Adentia. It's almost as if judiciary jumama executive That is how it appears, because nyama ekoso right now, when you sit down and you want to make an analysis, and yet even a partisan basis, so there be just a neutral analysis, you will realize, I said the law is only working when it comes to a particular group of people. Now, the reason I'm even speaking about this, and say, when him said legal vacation now starting. Now, legal vacation now started, anchor. Courts are not supposed to sit throughout the legal vacation. Now, legal vacation is, I think this August, I think it will even end in somewhere October. Somehow, strangely, Chief Justice, papa, back for Bonnie say, as for cases involving some MPP or perceived MPP Crawfordia, the courts should sit on those cases even while they are on legal vacation. And one such case is the case involving Edu Boahin, our former National Signals Bureau boss. Now, they say lawyer Atta Akyea, any lawyer Gofredame, have made it clear, say they do not intend to attend those judicial proceedings slated during the legal vacation, because it makes actually no sense. Why the haste? Adena pressure. After all, one to me is gone, so we must look for another person again to sacrifice, so that Ghana for back and say, oh, oral no juma. So let's read the statement from Zoe Atta Akyea, Zoe Echan Echo. Atta Akyea law firm no. Response criminal case number and our quoted the Republic versus Kwabena Duboahin and two others, right? So the continuation of trial during the legal vacation. Our attention has been drawn to a warrant issued by your lordship's authority directing that the specialized court 1 presided over by his lordship Francis Akpangunu Achibonga JA sitting as an additional high court judge should continue sitting during the legal vacation to adjudicate this part-heard case. Pursuant to that directive, His Lordship Justice, the name, a strong domain to me, but on the 30th day of July 2026, scheduled the institute criminal matter for hearing on the 11th, 12th, and 13th of August. Regrettably, Your Lordship, we are unable to attend the said sittings during the legal vacation, as this direction would necessitate the lawyers of the accused persons in this matter to work beyond the legal year and during the legal vacation while other lawyers rest. Indeed, your directive will throw in disarray all the private personal engagements and travel plans of members of our law firm. We of Zoe Akyea and Co. have worked tirelessly throughout this legal year from October 2025 to July 2026, representing clients across the various regions of Ghana. The legal vacation has been a period for both lawyers and judges to rest after an exhaustive year and to recuperate for the year ahead. With respect, this directive to continue with a part-heard trial risk exposing Your Lordship to claims of selective justice. Numerous other cases of repute, both criminal and civil, have been placed at a standstill by the legal vacation and adjourned to October and November 2026 to afford both judges and lawyers rest during the vacation. Article 1251 of the 1992 Constitution provides that justice emanates from the people and shall be administered in the name of the Republic by the judiciary, which shall be independent and subject only to this Constitution. The people of Ghana in whom justice resides have arrived at the justifiable conclusion that there are now two criminal justice delivery systems. The track that has been set by Your Lordship to hurry justice pertaining to some special criminal cases programmed before specialized courts vis-a-vis the second track where criminal cases travel their normal course and never in an ambulance mode. We are compelled to bring to your attention this unprecedented criminal justice delivery arrangement as we consider the judiciary as the last bastion of refuge in our constitutional democracy. We accordingly and respectfully pray that your directive be reconsidered, the warrant withdrawn, and the hearing days vacated, with the matter adjourned to abide term line in a manner consistent with the treatment afforded other pending cases. We'll keep you updated. We are all suffering. Now, MPA boss, Edwita Mekro, he will not just sit down and do the work that has been given to him. Which tells me, they say, they don't fear us. Don't be respect us. Because if they have any, I prefer to say something.
Yeah, because see, Atta Akyea say world market price now is at $80. 2022 post-COVID no 2020, 2022, 23 na nimu year day pa. Akufo-Addo nearly bought it at 130. It was 125 to 180 was 128, 129 US dollars per barrel. Even at the dollar rate of 14 point something. Or maybe at higher. So they know about their propaganda and they give to them 16 or 17 at dollar rate. Even that time, Akufo-Addo did not sell it at 18.
No,
And see,
we're 19. 87 say 19.
Adia cry, yeah, me time cry and say, and you see, maybe I will use that plain words. They young passasem kwana na ma make katre. And in news says I'm passasem na okay, no, people will just believe it. Other than that, Obi Abe president to pay. Now to me, CPU katre Ghana for say Ukraine Russia war no. It is who called Ukraine say 6 how many hours, and that how does it concern us? So we are asking him, Mr. President, How does this war concern us? We should buy fuel at this rate. It just say the electric, next time we should not fall for that and draw any trono, whether you are Voltarian, whether you are a Northerner, whether you are an Ashanti, BA, it affects everybody. Election has its consequence. Now we're telling Adia voice, I am say, kind of we are impatient, you need have a threat. Who party Europeans and American history? Omo breyo. And you say Yahoo. Omo breyo. And son omo di edru say. Ye bre mu ne se ewiase ne se niam ekokona ewiase nsunsanso bi befa ye ho a Ghanafoɔ would think about food quickly. Food and I also and all social media people are just praising and let me tell a video bi na me ho krafo. A young man I was here radima to abenu me ho. Which one of the reasons I make catch them more youth and say put the lens, especially who they say you are into politics. Maybe your field of study, don't limit your scope only there. Near maybe you broaden your horizon, near maybe you read along, whether history and everything, you compare and contrast and make informed decisions. And this are heaven and Tom man a BMO. The size of Ghana is finished. That square kilometers now is finished. As I say, rather crana na activity no na accompany the issue because of birth. It increased anyhow. In 1983, 84, here at our young boys, Royal Rollins took over. We were about 13 million today. How? It has actually making a decision to help us and choose our leaders. Be a fine mistakes. Me and vision. Say in between Bahama and Bawumia. Bawumia was the best candidate to lead us. You back and forth, sir. You two one step forward, but two backwards. And boom, say now my development, that Akikim, sir. And I'm telling you, Bahama time 4 years, ultimately share. So now me can't deal with those times. Say last year, they say this year and next year. Last year they had the election. Even next year, Kurano, what the account for Ghanaians, and if I ask Mimi Krum Kumasi, what has he done in Kumasi? If I ask your fellow, Voltaria, what have they done? Nothing. And why?
Nothing. 1 year, 6 months. After now, Bekati sword. After sword. 1 year, 6 months after you have come to power.
And to me growing up in Kumasi, I never knew because my cousin directly no papa, or even they moved from the Buta region and came and stayed with us. And to me, I never knew of these stupid things of this politics until when I was going to school. And so even in time, I worked with them, so I knew. All of them around me are always. When they started this Kumasi road, no. And argument by and that one of them. Pay development. Yes, a crack highway. And business and be bone ni krum di na junior. Do you believe this? Who a technical person? Which of project in Ghana of that magnitude are yet in 4 years time? A new trunk route, the different soil testers, a befa boom, a befa ha. Tell me, even interchange the how many years maybe? Who believe we say because is it because of your government and this you fall for it? I'm sorry. May you Kumasi I will benefit and to benefit Ghana. But let me tell you, put a scope, a lens on it and tell me, say as a technical person, you easily fall for this. Someone comes to tell you a road how many interchanges are on Accra Kumasi Express. But boys, Fatuho say obey we any term, we will all see where maybe I will be through Accra Kumasi road. It's just a town,
No, you see, we are all Ghanaians. And I always say, look, Kumasi Accra Kwano, every week we go Kumasi. But the road is no good. Somebody has done it to a certain point.
4 bypasses. Now the aka no in between no, we try what the oba you be go until you be near the full road no all through.
I'm afraid I will say Uber start from like I don't even know where they got that, who even suggested that thing. I said, my name said John Mama His Excellency, trim now forwarding Komobia. Now I know they because the reasoning and you see just as of my start here, that's we are seeing the money we are hearing say they are spent on just clearing bush.
Now, is one of the key things I mean revenue targets now. Revenue to GDP, almost ratio be on the mandate. OCET, I mean, developed country, no. Almost pegging as 33%, I think 34.1%. Ghana, it was a Kufuor no moving from 20 to about 16 or 17% under Ovuriata. They are struggling because some of the revenue are not kicking in. Because there may be rare cases of corruption among within the ministries.
Now, I was going through my old files because, like I said, when vetting was ongoing, I was really posting things from the vetting. And I went back to Atta Akyea and vetting. Atta Akyea and catch many will say, we're using Uganda approach of collecting taxes, of formalizing tax sector. And then even just last week, just last week, they've brought together, I think they passed over 3 or 4 new taxes. I have here. Mommy says great. Thank you so much, Mommy. And all these things are happening. Now, you catch the Ghana for because we are so sensational, auntie. Oh, Mahama, men's ministry, we're not sorry them. Or no preaching here. Mahama, on one is on the umbrella. Mahama,
I know I told you I am Audi. I told you I am Audi.
You see, you wonder, say, what kind of bewitchment? A drop in Kwana, cows, do saying Kwana. Will lead to the place where human being is suffering, yet when you tell you the person you are suffering, the person says, no, Mahama, and I don't know, preach you not sorry.
Okay, say, Jinapo Echo Parliament, or okay, say smart government, and ya to petroleum, or you use the term be still petroleum are cheaper. Okay, early hours and hours, I was Name platform be America. Say, look, nada. It is coming.
Yeah.
It is that almost then and is almost lucky. Because of DDEP, debt portfolio dropping, and oil prices on by not dropping. Oh, so what the strategy and global shake up. You see their real management, and it tells you what Akufo-Addo has to go through.
That's still the Nobel free, no. They are still the Nobel free, no.
Exactly.
That is my fear now. Yes, this is my
fear. I mean, who are the if you have about $16 billion from gold proceeds, now the only American raise. I say only same boot they could raise, you know. Now the yen and oil ground to meet almost now what to go? Now the difference is only 2 cities. Now it was 14.6 or so when Akufo-Addo was going. Now you've been able to manage it up to 12 point something. What have you done? Compared to Onona Yamanefi, one pumpy in the 16 billion.
It has become a time bomb. Obi financial market analyst Bian Bekacho said, our currency has become a time bomb. And look, by October, November, another cocoa season is coming. Another cocoa season is coming. The previous
and your medical Muhammad Onsroka Onsroka on your
Onsroka say the repercussions on the economy. Repercussions on economy and they say Juma online they pay us maybe in foreign currency now. When the payment comes, US for
this is I said taxes because those things that you are getting.
They have slapped 7% on withdrawal taxes on foreign currency. 7%.
He's a who.
That is how much Mahama is taking me anytime I'm going to withdraw my salary. 7%. So you see, when we are talking, and you say politics, so look, some of us, by the grace of God, When we lost election 2024, we went into depression thinking that our life had ended. We didn't know that God had a better plan for us. And to me, maybe I must say, before God and man, if not because of my children and my large family, Anka, I don't care if MPP counts or not, right? But we are suffering. And then next week, this week, Friday, I'm going to bury my senior brother. Same father, same mother.
Wow. Oh, sorry.
Kidney issue. Thank you, my senior man.
Kidney issue. Have you when you're careful, especially what you eat now in Ghana? Yeah, it's becoming common.
Beyond what you eat now. Beyond what you eat now. Anka dialysis at least there, and Akufo-Addo, it was being catered for. My brother was supposed to be having 3 sections.
That's how almost promises that almost man are free. And Mahama care.
My brother, Mahama Ben care. Mahama Ben care.